The reason that a bid may be a little bit higher is for, I think, multiple reasons. One of which, as far as is craftsmanship. I tend to make sure that my customers are happy and there are no corners cut. Many people many painting contractors who underbid, they may not necessarily have the craftsmanship or the skilled work. And what they're doing is they'll come in and they will cut corners, such as maybe they won't prime underneath, or they won't do the necessary prep work that's required, like filling the holes, filling any cracks. They'll just want to come in and they'll paint over those over the spackle without priming. You prime that, you spackle it, you sand it properly, making it smooth, and not that there's all kind of bumps and things where the customers can see that. It's important to spackle properly, let dry, sand it, making it nice and smooth so it's even with the walls, and priming that. So it's the amount of time that takes place is what my company does. I want the customers, when they come in, I want their walls to look the way they were when they were brand new. And many contractors will come in and they'll just paint over those things, and they'll act like the customer won't see it. Well, I see it, and I want to make sure that I don't have to come back to do that. Other contractors, they won't. They'll just paint the walls. They'll collect their money, and that'll be it. And good luck getting them back. So, what is to be understood is, especially on the customer's end, is that we are putting a lot more time into it. We're not just coming in there, throwing some paint on the walls and getting out of there. It's a craft. So we want to make sure the lines are completely, when we do trim work, the lines are completely straight. And it looks like a professional actually did it, because there is a huge difference between, a professional painter, someone who's been doing it for, decades, and opposed to a novelist who, maybe taking their time, but, they're just not putting as much time into the detailed work that it looks like it looks perfect. So I think also ways that contractors cut corners, which we don't, is if they say that there's a mirror that's going to be put back up over top of a nail or something, or anything like that, they won't they may not cover it in two coats, or they won't if there's some areas where it's just not covered in one coat, they'll be okay with that, because they'll say, well, there's going to be a mirror that goes over top of this, or there's going to be a cabinet that goes behind this, so the customer won't see that anyway. Well, my company doesn't do that. We don't cut corners. We make sure that everything is taken care of, because if it's there, if I see it or I know it's there, I want it to be painted. And if the customer moves some furniture around or changes some things up, when they take that cabinet away, they're going to see it. So it just eliminates the customer not having to call another contractor or another painter up, or to call you back to have to fix the problems that should have been fixed up front.